Hey, Rick, I just want to thank you for those documents. They really made it much easier for me.
Okay. Well, I think we'll figure out, exactly what the best view is ultimately. I know there was a little confusion around that FY22 plus prior appropriations. And as we go, I think, we'll get documents we can get things that are even better. But thank you for saying that. I appreciate that.
I know there must have been a lot of hard work that went into that. So,
it's actually, to be honest with you, the hardest part was formatting it so that, like you flagged, schools is, and when you take or at least when I take an Excel and try and turn it into a PDF, the page breaking is really hard. So I goofed around. It was low value work, I can tell you that, but I'm glad I was able to get a little bit more legible. So
really helpful for me.
yeah, great.
Good morning, Richard.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
Hey, I have a question. We're Habitat is doing its first modular.
Yeah.
We're using whoever Richmond uses out. It's a company out in Pennsylvania called Signature.
Yeah.
It's not the folks you use, but what are some of the things I should look for? The delivery is soon. What are some of the items you would flag off the top of your head?
It's probably more about when the units or the boxes are put together to make sure that tape seams and things like that settling. You'll start picking up those type issues maybe 6 months to a year into it, where you'll see some separation possibly.
Okay.
Those are the things I would look at. I would whoever's running the shop for you, have them walk through each box prior to them being put together if they can, just to see, take pictures and kind of memorialize what's going on.
Okay, that's good thought.
Yeah.
We're excited. It's a first for us, and it might be the way we go forward.
I mean, it makes, from a cost per square foot, it just makes sense.
Yeah.
And you can get 2x6 construction, and to me, I think it's better than stick frame.
Yeah, it's amazing what they can do now.
Yeah, I mean, you can't do massive open spaces and vaulted and specialties, but that's not what you're looking for.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
Hey, good morning, guys. You talking modular?
Yes.
Yeah.
Nice. Hey, Rick, good morning.
Hey, Stephen. Morning.
All right.
All right, so let's see here. We've definitely got a quorum. Good start. So good morning, for the record, Stephen Welch, Chair of the Capital Program Committee. And I'd like to confirm access. We know the drill. Richard Hussey,
Yes.
Peter McEachern,
Here.
Peter Kaiser,
Present.
Christy Ferrantella. Good morning. Hi, Christy.
Here.
Let's see, Christy Kickham.
Here.
And we also have Rick Sears.
Here.
And I presume Allie and Terry. Hello, good morning, ladies.
Morning.
All right, so this meeting is via Zoom video and audio broadcast on the town's YouTube channel, which is consistent with Governor Baker's executive order of March 12th, 2020. No members of the public have asked to speak, so this particular meeting will not have or feature public comment. Materials provided during the meeting or for the meeting are available on the Capcom webpage unless otherwise indicated. And I'll introduce an agenda and topics as they come up. Please remember to mute your Zoom audio until your name is called and to direct discussion through the chair for easier minute takings. And with that said, we will, lastly, any formal votes will be conducted via roll call. With that said, I'll call this meeting of the Capital Program Committee to order. It's Thursday, November 19th, slightly after 10 a.m. Can I get a motion to approve the agenda?
So moved.
Great. I'm not sure who that was. Peter Kaiser,
Aye.
Peter McEachern,
Aye.
Richard Hussey,
Aye.
Christy Ferrantella,
Aye.
Christy Kickham,
Aye.
and myself. Okay, great. We have a meeting. I think that I may have, was that approval of agenda, or did I rush right through to just a motion to call the meeting to order?
That was agenda.
Excellent, thank you. Sorry, I'm in a little bit of a hurry this morning. I'll wait
Stephen,
it
Stephen, that was a motion to adjourn the meeting.
Excellent. Thank you, everyone, for coming. See you next month. Let's see. So Rory's agenda items will be, it's relatively straightforward. We've got just some brief discussion on Rory's, a recap on the joint meeting, any comments y'all might have, and then just an idea of where we're headed, what's coming up next. On the Rory's, we have more than a handful that are still not complete, and I'm not terribly concerned at this point, with the exception of the fact that we have the Thanksgiving break. So we won't have a chance to kind of get together and chat then. So in order for things to come together the way they have in the past and on our schedule, everyone really needs to complete their Rory's so that over the Thanksgiving break, I can begin to collate them for discussion, group discussion on December 3rd. If for some reason that doesn't happen, that discussion, we will meet on December 3rd and discuss, and we'll end up having to have a supplemental meeting between the 3rd and the 10th in order to meet our deadline. So I just want to forecast that, make people aware. I think one way or the other, it's not the end of the world. I certainly don't mind working on Rory's. I'm certainly not looking forward to working on Rory's over Thanksgiving, but if I get all that information, I'm happy to do it. So is there any thoughts on just Rory's from membership at this point? Questions, concerns about getting them completed, assistance you might need, additional information you might need, really anything, the ball's open? No? Okay, great.
I've
Peter?
one tip that I picked up or thing that's helped me is opening the Rory page in a separate tab. So then you can still scroll through the actual, SIP information on the website. So it kind of helps if you're saying, all right, let me go back and see, did it, was it relatable to the strategic plan or heritage culture? I mean, all that information is fleshed out well in the actual, SIP page with all of the different categories on the left. So, kind of right clicking on the My Rory and opening in a new tab really helps to be able to go back and kind of go through between or use both windows at the same time.
Yeah, that's a good idea. For what it's worth, I actually opened 3. So I do the summary page in a window, and then I do the SIP, the particular request, the print view, so you can capture all the data in one sheet just by scrolling up and down. And then that's in 2 tabs in
That's
one instance, yeah. And then the other in a completely separate window, so I can have it side by side. I open the Rory. You just open it within the same instance of your browser, but then you can drag the tab out of the browser and set up a different instance.
Yep.
You guys all probably know that, but there's some of us that may not. Christy?
I do still have some I need to do, which I'll finish this weekend, and I'll send you an email just so you're not looking out for mine, but I'll send you an email, let you know when I'm done.
Okay, I appreciate it. Yeah, if you guys don't mind, because I haven't been checking, every 15 minutes, but I check every evening. I don't mind doing it, but if you think you're going to be getting them done, go ahead and shoot me an email.
Yeah, I'll do the same as Christy. I have some left to do, and I'll let you know when we're done.
Okay, great. Let's see, no, nothing else there. So we had a joint meeting with the FinCom Select Board Tuesday. Thanks to everyone who was able to attend. And, I guess I just want to get some feedback, see if there was anything we should be doing differently or how you guys felt about the meeting, so on and so forth. Jason?
I thought it was great. I thought it was the best joint meeting we've had so far. There were really good questions, that I think Chris Kalaki asked and Denise, and I thought it was really good. And Brian, and you and Brian Turbot answered a lot of them. I saw a lot of head shaking. Joanna asked good questions. So I left half hour into it. I don't know what happened after that, but I thought it was really positive and effective.
Okay, great. I appreciate the feedback. Yeah, I felt like it was a good meeting. I think, and based upon Denise's comments as chair, representing her group, the additional information they received through the database was worth the lift. So again, I want to thank Rick for getting in there and, as I said at the meeting, at least offering to be our technology ambassador to the database. So thanks for that, Rick. So what our next step then is, this will be real quick. Our next steps are going to be complete the Rorys individually, collate them, have discussion, finalize them. That process you're all familiar with, except for Christy F, but it's not terribly involved. It's primarily just discussion. And then we'll provide what we've always referred to as up-down list to town admin in mid-December. This year, we're going to do it a little bit different. What we're going to provide is we'll provide a little more complete information, which will include the description of the request and the alphanumeric code, which in essence will be what we used to in past years provide in a Word format document to the FinCom as our report of what was an up and a down. So we'll do that, and then we're going to need to discuss, I think, to the extent there's any, again, this is just radar information, any capital requests, either from citizens that may come through. I understand that those have all been certified as of yesterday. Citizen request for articles for town meeting. I don't know that there are any capital related at this point. If there are any select board sponsored, I presume that if Miller's Lane is something that will be asked for an appropriation for this upcoming fiscal year, that's something we'll hear about at some point. We'll be weighing in on with a recommendation. We'll be getting a preliminary funding source. We did get the preliminary certification on free cash, which will help get the ball rolling for other things like which funding source other articles or requests that we currently have in front of us will be funded under per recommendations from Brian and Libby. So for instance, whether something is going to be a retained earning, or it will be a GO bond, or it'll be a capital exclusion. So we're going to start to have those discussions going into early in December. We'll have some preliminary discussions. Over the course of December, we'll finalize those in early January and get our tax rate information, our user fee changes together, and be able to put together our final report. So that's pretty much the rest of this year and through the end of January. Any questions or thoughts on any of that stuff? Okay, great. So any thoughts from anyone on, is there anything NPNEDC or FinCom or Select Board that you guys or liaisons may want to share? And don't know if there's anything going on we might want to know about, but if not, okay. And date of our next meeting is December 3rd at 1 p.m. So the idea will be that at that point we will have Rory's completed and begin the discussion around, I'll put together a list with the group ranking values, and then we can start to have our discussion to finalize within a week or so. And I'd like to get a motion for the approval of the minutes from, let's see, October 1st, 8th, 15th, 22nd, and 29th.
So moved.
Richard, on your motion?
Yes.
Peter McEachern,
Yes.
Peter Kaiser,
Aye.
Christy Ferrantella,
Aye.
Jason Bridges,
Aye.
and Christy Kickham. That's a Aye. So we are going to be, I'm going to take a motion to adjourn and suggest that we're about 11 minutes, we're about 12 minutes into the hour. And if anyone wants to spend a few minutes focusing on finishing up their Rorys, I invite you to use this time. It's kind of like a study hall at home. All right, motion to adjourn, please.
So moved.
Peter, on your motion?
Aye.
Peter McEachern,
Aye.
Richard Hussey,
Aye.
Christy Ferrantella,
Aye.
Jason Bridges,
Aye.
Christy Kickham, and myself. Hey, excellent. Everybody have a wonderful Thanksgiving.
You too.
Thank
Take
you.
care.
Thank you. Good job
Best of luck.
yesterday. Thanks, Stephen.
Stay
Bye-bye.
safe.